Solo Play Day, and why Vero is in it, because she is the president of the festival, and she wouldn't let the whole monologue just monologues night. Who cares? Solo Play Day Fest, guys. Yes. Tell us about it. And we watch the video right now.
It's a monodrama festival, and it's international monodrama festival, which means today, exactly at this time, in South Africa, African artists, and not only African artists, international artists gathered together to workshop and create some stage reading of Ukrainian monodramas. And I wanted to play a short hello all the way from South Africa, from Marie Hahne, who is leading this workshop and creating this event of Solo Play Day in Cape Town. And she's there.
Hi, my name is Marie Hahne, and I will be supporting the Solo Play Day Monodrama Festival 2026 from Cape Town, South Africa. On the 28th of November, we will be workshopping a monodrama by Nina Zacharchenkov in the Mask Theatre in New York. And what we will do is we will ask questions such as, how do we gain access to a theatrical piece? How do we get in touch with a character, especially if that character is far removed from our own experience? How do we do that without appropriating? We will explore different physical and playful approaches, hugely shaped by my time in Japan and by my education in Europe, Germany, and then we will open the doors of the Mask Theatre to welcome audience on that very same day and share our findings, share our discussions with you guys. So wherever in the world you are, if you are joining us remotely, if you are with us in person in Cape Town, Las Vegas, Kyiv, or London, wherever you are, I hope you enjoy this amazing event, this amazing opportunity to get in touch and learn from different theatre experience and perspectives.
That's what they do in Cape Town. So what we do here is we do monologues now.
Yes.
Which is the beginning event of Solo Play Day Fest, which is going to expand for 2 days. Tomorrow is the whole day of events, and I'm going to tell about this later, because right now we inviting the first monologue on stage, and the first monologue is going to be performed by Anna Cherniavska. Anna Cherniavska, do you need anything on stage except your beautiful presence?
A chair.
A chair. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the point, guys. While I'm talking, that the other actor don't expect this chair to magically appear on stage. Normally, like, the actor comes and get it there, but just because I like you so much, the chair is there, and so that's the point. After each monologue, I'm going to be coming out talking. Meanwhile, you setting up the stuff what you want. Then we introduce you, and if you need entrance or exit, you just do this thing. From the audience, we do need your support. If something is funny, laugh. If something is not funny, laugh anyhow. That's inspiring for the actors. And dear jury, be honest and be kind. That's the things that we need. So, Anna Cherniavska is going to give us the monologue called Eris's Sugarfree Drops, written by Ágnes Pálfi. Welcome!
Hello, my darlings. So glad so many of you came at my invitation. My invitation, of course. When you want someone to be present, you invite them. Unlike on Olympus. But let's not dwell on unpleasant things. My name is Eris, though I much prefer my Roman name, Discordia. My mother was Nyx, and I had no father. But I got by just fine without one, like Marilyn Monroe. Do I resemble her? Well, not really. She resembles me. You know, all those so-called problematic women desperately trying to shadow me? Well, some of them succeed, but most end wrapped up in the process. After all, I am a real goddess, not some mortal playing dress-up as one. Anyway, I am satisfied only when there's a real fight, a contest, a confrontation, a battle out in the open. Not some corner snip and passive-aggressive stuff, like stand up, fight it out. Yes, say what you really think. Peace is an illusion. Safety is an illusion. That shows up anyway. On Olympus, you know, such great gods live here. Each more beautiful than the other, each better, each stronger. So joyful I could vomit. So, when I get bored of all this sugarcoating, I roll in my golden apples. Ridiculous, right? I roll golden apples. That's my crime. And also, on those golden apples, I write all the gods' flaws, all their lies tucked under all their celestial perfection. You should see their eyes when they read it. Like demons on their stairs 2 seconds before the battle starts. I adore it. Anyway, after all, they blame me for it afterwards. Like it's all because of my apples. So unfair. Like, come on, sometimes it only takes 3 words. To the fairest. But still they want to blame me for it all afterwards. It's just their lame psychological projection. You see, I could have had a great time on Peleus and Theseus' wedding. And I have no idea what they thought I drew in here. Like, what new thing can one person promise to another on a 3rd wedding? I'll be your faithful partner or what? Anyway, I wasn't invited on the event where all of Olympus showed up, so I rolled in my apple. And I had much better time watching those 3 chicks fighting. Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Was it really my problem that, you know, the Olympian Marie Curie, the Olympian First Lady, and the Olympian sex symbol couldn't decide who of them was the fairest? But they love to shift responsibility. So Zeus told Paris that he should decide who's the fairest. 4 Paris against 3 white goddesses. Against political power, wise decisions, and the most beautiful woman in the world. Who do you think he chose, this genius Adam? Of course, he went straight forward to the most beautiful woman. Already married. Classic. And is it really my problem that poor Paris chose the wrong one among the bribes? Come on, I just did my job. I just kicked the engine into action to show them what they really are. And that's why I never apologize to anyone. And I owe gods no explanations. And I only told you all this so you could see that you are the ones who have to bear all the consequences now. Cheers to that. By the way,
Anna Cherniavska, Eris and Sugarfree, Drops and Apples, written by Ágnes, Pálfi. Keep the apple. Every time they give you presents, like there was this Soviet Pole Chudes stuff, and they always bring presents to What's his name?
It's
Yanukovych?
not for us.
Yakubovich. Yes, that doesn't matter. Anyhow, thank you very much. Beautiful. And guys, one thing you should know about this monologue, it's written by Ágnes Pálfi, and she is the Hungarian playwright. And this is very inspiring, that we can be friends with Hungary, at least through writing. You know?
Yes.
Just like that. Okay, next one is gonna be by Yehor Vasylchenko. Yehor Vasylchenko, do you need it?
Yes. Chair would be enough.
Oh, of course, yes. Yehor Vasylchenko is gonna do the monologue The Boardroom, written by Ben Fellows. Please welcome.
We live in a corporate world, in a borderless world, a world where our profits are boundless and our potential limitless. But who said it? Maybe...
Yes? Yes! Take your time. It's okay. It's monologue night, everything's possible.
Maybe I would start. We live in a corporate world. A world, a borderless world. A world where our profits are boundless and our potential limitless. But maybe it's just what everybody wants us to see. Limitless for who? For whom? We think that it's like a board game. Not chess, because it's symmetry and logic, no inherent beauty. It's just
It's like, no, not really. Like,
Okay.
we can give you...
okay. Let's.
Like, yes, that's the thing, but thank you very much.
You want to try again?
Want to try again?
Якщо
In English, yes, but you can have one more. Guys, one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, nice to see you.
okay.
Not whiskey. Whiskey.
We live in a corporate world. In a world, borderless world. A world where our potential is limitless. But who says it? Limitless for who? For whom? Limitless. Limited less. This boardroom is not borderless, it's borderlined. Lined with notice boards and with golden leaf borders, and it's board CEOs. This border room is making a prison of our own making. And it's not just a boring game, it's a board game. Not game like chess, no, chess, it's about symmetry, about logic, about inherent beauty. No, it's not even like Monopoly, although it certainly sees like that, because we are also fighting over cars, boats, hats and dogs, seeking out for a chance cards, and taking this 200 when we go through a start room. But no, this boardroom, it's like snakes and ladders. It's simple. It's no creativity, no imagination, just chance, just luck, just roll of the dice. This look at this note. Yellow one says soon to be fired, and pink one says fired. So this means roll dice again, and this means you are finished tomorrow. We say that this world is borderless. We say that we are global. But when we remove borders, we make new ones. You know this janitor downstairs? He came here from the third world country for a better life. A better life. Here, locked in the basement with a minimum wage, just because we are forced to pay it. Cleaning our own shit. When we are here, in this mansion on the hill, surrounded by borderless walls. But we don't build walls, we build divisions. Divisions of the company, divisions of labor, divisions of the people, divisions outside ourselves. I glimpse outside the window sometimes, and the light shimmers on the morning frost, and I see borders. So many borders, and I think, good borders make good neighbors. But neighbors don't make borders, don't make neighbors. Borders make prisoners. Borders don't keep people out, they keep people in. And I'm bored of this boardroom. I'm bored of these boring games that keep me bored and bordered up. I'm bored that they boarded our souls, our minds, and our wallets. The more we build, the more we destroy. And every ladder I climb leads me to a smaller room, higher up, thicker walls. Every promotion I get bordered around my soul. Every success reduces me like a number in a board list. And I still call it a winning. I can't see the snakes anymore. Can you? Fuck the letters. It's time to live without borders.
Yehor Vasylchenko, the boardroom written by Dan Cuddles. Bye-bye, Yehor Vasylchenko. Thank you very much. And this is the beauty of Monologues Nights, because it's like in a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Always, always. Some monologues are funny, some monologues are philosophical, some monologues are monologues, you know, and it's always there. And the specifics, we did, I guess, 3 Monologues Nights before. And in our database, we have 175 playwrights who ever submitted their works for ProEnglish theater. And this is really cool. Guys watching us online, where are you guys? Watching us online, thank you very much for writing for Ukraine and for sharing your art with us. This is really important because this is your perspective. And you're not writing about Ukraine, this specific thing, but somehow we do it here. And this is our actor's interpretation that makes it special, I think. Anyhow, that's one of the things. And so we have 175 playwrights, which means that these are the chosen things. This is what the actors have chosen, guys. I have nothing to do with their choices. That's the monologues that they like somehow, about the boardroom, about sugar-free drops, about magic carpets and whatnot. This is their choice. So no questions to them. And specifics of this Monologues Night is that the guys who are performing here, they never took part in previous Monologues Night. In many cases, this is their debut. So guys, let's give a round of applause to the actors. And the reason I'm talking so long is that Nastya, okay. She's gonna do the next monologue, Anastasia Suprun. She's gonna deliver Magic Carpet, text written by Benjamin Peel. Please welcome.
Please pick a card. Magic isn't real, is it? It only exists in stories that people make up. Or it's a very clever trick that looks great, but you know that some sleight of a hand has taken place, even if you don't know how they did it. At least that's what I used to think before something happened. Something that I still can't quite explain. There were lots of us on a small flimsy boat, and it was packed so tightly I could hardly move or breathe. I was frightened, but Father said it was all just a big adventure and that afterwards we would be somewhere safe and in a place where people didn't want to hurt us. The country we had fled was full of people fighting for food and water, as they were growing ever scarcer due to the regular disasters Father said was because of the climate changing beyond repair. To try and calm me, Father told me stories about magic carpets, how they flew and took people almost instantly to where they wanted to go. I wish this boat was like a magic carpet, I said. Well, Father replied, it can take us to where you want it to go, but only if you believe that it will. You have to believe in magic. The waves then became bigger and rougher, and people on the boat were crying and praying. But Father, he kept telling me those tales about magic carpets, about the fabulous lands they could whisk people to, and the escapades people had undergone with them. The boat by now was filling up with water, and it seemed like all hope was gone, but he kept repeating over and over, which seemed like a spell, for it was not like a prayers I have heard before. And then, as if by magic, the sea calmed. I hugged Father tighter as everyone gave thanks to our deliverance. The clouds then parted just like a curtain, and the sun shone brightly down. I then looked up and was dazzled by its reflection on some beautiful nearby white cliffs. You got the ace of cards. No? I guess
Anastasia Suprun, Magic Carpet, written by Benjamin Field. Give us back the cards. Ace of cards, yes, exactly.
Really? Oh my god.
Yes. All right.
The magic is real.
The magic is real. Yes, thank you very, very much,
I
Master.
can do it.
Yes, okay. I'll take it. Thank you for throwing that many cards on the floor.
You're welcome.
Yes, and all right. Nastya is a student of our drama school. It's not a surprise that like some people do study acting, and she is a student of our drama school. But we never saw this monologue. This is talking about these things that I spoke in previous monologues night about nepotism, that we usually promote our students and stuff. No, we never saw this monologue, so I didn't know that she's gonna throw that many cards on the stage. Actually, thank you for that. All right, the next monologue we also never saw, but believe we're gonna see it now, and it's gonna be done by Sofiia Stephanyshyn, and she's gonna do Bill's John. The name of the monologue is Bill's John, and it's written by Brandon Bruce. Sofiia, do you need a chair or something?
I need a mic.
Oh, yes. I believe it's underneath there. Maybe. If not, we'll have to find it. You got it. Sofiia Stephanyshyn, Bill's John.
What do you want? What do you all want? You know, just like, take a look at me and say, come on, clown, make us funny now. So, maybe you want some jokes about bronze? How about some jokes about sex? Maybe something innocuous like dogs and cats? Or how about jokes about how we treat people who aren't lily white? Or how about the haves are trying to silence us nuts? Or how about Christian with Jew jokes? Those were always a hood. No? You want dick jokes. You want fire jokes. You want big bouncing titty jokes, don't you? Yes. I'm afraid. There I say it, I've always been afraid. And you all like to sit out there and say, oh, yeah, Lenny Bruce, he is fearless. Yeah, it looks like I'm fearless, but I'm scared. I'm scared shitless. But I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of losing my career. I'm not afraid of losing my reputation. I'm afraid of blinding light. They're closing in on me. And not just the conspirators, the ones who wants me silenced. No, those jackets just gave me next to fuel. It's the ghosts. They're all around us. I see them everywhere. They're right here, looking at us, watching us slurp up our martinis, our old-fashioned ads. They didn't get it all done, not the way they wanted to. So they screaming at us. They keep telling us to push as hard as we can, to scream as loud as we can, to cut as deep as we can, but we don't listen to them, do we? We shut them out. And the thing is, I'm at the end here. I know my time on this earth won't last much longer, so I can shut them out. And you know, I can say it, there is a hell, but there certainly ain't no heaven. When you die, you see all of those who came before you, all of the ones who watch you fail, just like they did, and then you see those who came before the others, and so forth. And they all have one thing in common. They disappointed in everyone who followed them. They disappointed we aren't stronger than them. And I know I lost my funny, but I know it, and so do all of you. You're all just here to watch me shrivel up and die just like a car crash. And I'm able to bring you some happiness in the end. I can say it. They followed you too. They disappointed in you too. You're all just as much as failure as I am. And even if I lost my fun, I gained the truth. No, I earned the truth by opening my eyes and ears to these ghosts. And soon I'll be one of these ghosts. And before then, joke. Allow me to be kind of Jewish John the Baptist. Never mind the fact that John the Baptist was Jewish. I'm talking about strung out, full-molded Jew with a nasty hooker habit and a bait case of herpes. Like John the Baptist, I'm a kind of herald. He is coming. He's coming to deliver wisdom to those who wish to remain stupid. He's coming to preach acceptance to those who hate. He's coming to scream at you. He's coming to harass you. He's coming to berate you. He's coming to drop an H-bomb on your cul-de-sacs. He's coming to streaking and masturbating through your PDA meetings, to flip the tables of the money chargers on Wall Street. And yes, he'll be funny. But you won't care. Neither will he. He'll kill, he'll dominate every room he's in. And then, just like me, he'll become a ghost. And you will do every single thing you can do to ignore him. Sorry, I didn't have a dick jokes tonight, so tip your waitress.
Sofiia Stephanyshyn, Bill John, written by Brandon Bruce. Thank you very much. Okay, and now, only now, it's finally the time, because guys who did the first performances, thank you very much. I know how stressful it will be. Yes, when you just get out of stage. And to give just more stress to the rest, I'm going to tell you that we do have the jury today. And they do put from 1 to 10, when 10 is the best, and 1 is the lowest, and 11 is better than the best. And our idea was always to get the jury there simply because we do have, it is a Monologues Night competition. So we are going to have number 1, number 2, and number 3. And we are going to have the audience favorite. So when you're watching it, look at it also, not only as professionals, but as simply the audience as well. Look at it and enjoy it and pick the one that you like the best. And I'm going to present you the jury right now. And in the jury today, we have with us Alla Samoylenko, the most famous and the most productive casting director of Ukraine, I think. Alla Samoylenko. And congratulations from me on you as a universe. You got Big Cosmos, because it's a hell of a movie. It's a great movie, and thank you for doing casting there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh. Yes. Also, today we have with us Olena Oleynikova, a professional film actress who is also teaching film acting course with ProEnglish Drama School, but first of all and foremost, the film actress. Olena Oleynikova. How do I, would we? Okay, Youssef Abdelaal, my good friend, a native speaker, and the person who actually started the acting classes here 55 years ago. Youssef Abdelaal. Thank you very much for agreeing to be the jury. Thank you for your 11s that you put in right now to everything. Do you guys want to say just a word or two for the guys before they go on?
Sure.
Yes.
Ladies first.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I can start.
Yes. It doesn't have to be long, just something inspiring. Yes.
Okay, so should I be here or?
Monologues night. Go.
I'm new to this. Okay.
It's
Yeah. So yes, I think thanks for inviting me. I think it's a great honor. I know how monologues are very inspiring and also very challenging for actors to be alone, to have to entertain all the audience by your movement, by your talking. I remember mine, it was 11 years ago, I guess not 55, but 11 years ago I think. And it was a great project starting ProEnglish. I remember it was great, it was my first monologues I had. I consider myself an amateur actor, but in ProEnglish I think there were nobody amateur. It's been great, and yeah, I think it's very exciting for you. I'm very happy to be here, and good luck, and I'm trying to be kind as I can. So good luck and thank you.
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, we are going to continue, and the next monologue is going to be done by Daryna Puzyrina. Daryna, do you need anything on stage?
Yeah, just the lights, like orange, reddish or something like
Oh,
that. And a bit of
orange reddish
sound.
lights for Daryna Puzyrina, and she's going to do the monologue Pity and the Sorrow, written by D.D. Lee Miller. Please welcome.
So yeah, I guess this isn't the best time to show you my apartment with the building on fire and all. But just imagine, great view, top floor, small balcony, recently renovated kitchen, fully furnished. I brought dozens of prospects up there, but I actually got a great feeling from you. And I've been looking for a roommate for a while. The last thing you want is some weird roommate, so it's always better to be upfront. I've checked women, men, loners, some with families larger than my lecture class. Yeah, I teach. It's stabilizing for me. I also looked all ages. Sexuality, nothing bothers me. Oh, why don't you, what's the water is streaming this way? Oh, those are such nice shoes. Oh my god, I never had the courage to wear something like that. Let's go to the sidewalk, okay? Yeah, I also interviewed a young man, and he couldn't get over that I was a professor. He always kept answering the questions the way he thought I'd hoped he'd answer. And then I said, sleep with me, and he did. No backbone. Do you have a place to stay? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good, that's good. Anyway, I still need a roommate. They'll rebuild. I remember this old abandoned house when I was a child. Perfect for ghost stories just like that. You know, I remember oranges, like the flames and everything. I think this was the genesis of the curse. Yeah, I love to. I went to a palm reader once, and that's what she called it. Anyway, I just told her that sometimes I feel sorry for, when I feel sorry for somebody, I get what I felt sorry for. Listen, I felt bad for those kids who, in that house who had nothing, and then my father lost his job. I know it wasn't my fault, but he was out of work for years. Oh my god, whoa, that was scary. Oh, whoa, there goes the top floor. Years ago, my roommate lost her job. Well, because she was making porn films, and then I lost my job. And I decided back then and there that I had to be more selective about what I pitied. Like, don't pity the poor, people with glucose intolerance, alcoholics I don't worry about. You know, I started drinking on my own. Why are you looking at me? Do you think I did this? Set fire? No, no. If anyone was, that would be my very last roommate, who was so destructive. I felt so bad for her, she just couldn't stop herself. So listen, do you think I can stay with you for a while until we find something? I mean, I'm sorry, but I feel so terrible. Here you could be moving into your new flat, but now, you know, you have to wait. And I know how hard it is to find a roommate.
Daryna Puzyrina, Pity and the Sorrow, written by D.D. Lee Miller. And Daryna is the one who talks. Which brings us to this thing, thank you very much for actually doing this interpretation for me personally, because we do have there one of the criteria to which the jury is putting is the command of the space and the creative usage of the space. And guys, monologue, that's always much more than the lines, and it's even always much more than just feeling the lines as well. You know, it's also how do you transform this whole thing into the totally new universe. And if you manage to create a new universe and you see it, then your job is, I guess, fulfilled. Okay? So, surprisingly, this one was about some fire, I believe, so the next one is about the heat. And it's called So, about the heat. And yes, I guess that was Antonina Tsurikova, and she's done with her monologue, I believe. But maybe she'll come back and she'll do so about the heat. Monologue written by Jean Ciampi.
I'm Bethany. I'm Bethany Edwards from the back, small room. First, let me say how overwhelming Nepal is. I can't believe I'm really here. That I made it up this far Yeah, and your, what is this called? Guest house. Your guest house is delightful. It's really delightful. All of Namche Bazaar is incredible, really incredible. Oh, I bought these mittens as I came into town from the tiniest old woman. They are made out of yak wool. Really, I mean, it's pretty crazy that I need these mittens at all. Yeah, because it's June. No, I thought it would be warmer. Really? And okay, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. My room, small. It's very cold. You know, oh my gosh, last night I thought I would freeze. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or something. No, I don't want. But I just went to bed wearing 2 pairs of wool socks. Yeah, my thermals, a base lawyer, my thickest trekking pants, my sweater, my down jacket, my wool hat, and these mittens. And I'm just, I'm just wondering if the heat is on. No, maybe I could have it turned up, because I looked for a thermostat or a radiator or something, you know, but I didn't see anything, and admittedly it was a little bit hard to see anything because I couldn't find any light. Yeah, other than one small lantern thing in my room. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's okay with the decor and all, but I asked my neighbors from the room next to mine if they had power, and I think and I hope they were joking, but they told me that there is no electricity here. Like it all? Oh my God. Okay. I guess it would fit right in with this crazy idea of going to Nepal. Woo! This is my first solo trip since my divorce. My ex-husband, told me that I can't even go to dinner by myself, let alone leave our small town. And I think I actually proved I can. Yeah, I picked the most insane solo trip I could think of, and here I am in Nepal on Everest. Yeah, I showed him. And I think I showed me too. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, electricity. If there is no electricity, how do you cook? Or how do you plug a refrigerator? Or how do you keep things cold like meat so it doesn't go bad? Just put it I mean, where do you? Or you don't? My room doesn't even have its own bathroom. Bathroom, guys. Where is it? Hi, hello, namaste. Where is bathroom? Oh my God. No! Oh, it doesn't have toilet. It's a hole in the ground. It's a real hole in the ground. No, it's not good. I need a bathroom. Okay, listen to me. Now, I need a different room. One with a bedroom, with a real toilet, with a fucking seat, so I could sit down. And I need some toilet paper. Oh my God, I will pay extra. I don't care how much it costs. And heat. I'm going to have heat. Please. Please. Or I will end up like some frozen corpses on the mountain at the summit. And some Sherpa will carry my body on his back. And someone will have to tell my kids that mommy just thought that some crazy adrenaline adventure would prove she's interesting and worthwhile, and that she's a real person that can dream big dreams. Dreams bigger than just our small town. Oh my God, I will die of diarrhea. No, I will not. I will not die of diarrhea. If I survived this man, if I survived the airport in Kathmandu, if I survived starting my whole life over from scratch, then I can survive this. Hell, I can survive this. Hell, I will not die of diarrhea. I will not die of diarrhea. I will not. Okay, about the damn heat. Sorry. You don't speak English. Моя ж ти бусинка. Okay, you need to go. Go. I need to go. Okay. But I'll be back.
Antonina Tsurikova! How about the gift written by Jean Ciampi? And I'll help with this, I think. Thank you very much, Tony. Oh, okay. Does the next person, Alexei, do you need the chair, table, or anything?
Yeah, I need chair or table, but no croissants.
Okay, yeah, we got it. So yeah. Okay, so while we're on it, in ProEnglish we have two main institutions. One of them is ProEnglish Drama School, where we teach acting in English, and the other one is ProEnglish Theatre. And this is a small professional independent theater. And Tonya Tsurikova, she recently joined ProEnglish Theater. I'm very happy to have her on board. And together with Anna Cherniavska, monologue number 1, and Annabelle Ramirez, not a monologue, but somewhere there, they are working on a brand new project called the Embroidered Project. And they're gonna premiere it in the beginning of February. Looking forward to what these girls gonna bring on stage. And enough about girls, talking about boys. Today we have with us Alexei Pavlenko, who's gonna do the monologue Eye of a Needle, written by Mark Antony Rossi. Please welcome.
So, what man among you have felt the sting of unemployment? Raise your hands, they'll not judge you. I see. Too embarrassed to be honest. I can relate. In this very moment, hands tighten into a fist to repress the memory. It's a masculine reflex. As common as cold, as clammy as a toilet bowl before it overspills. I'd be the last man to say, don't be nervous, don't be afraid, no. Don't you dare to lock those feelings inside your burning forehead. I know better. I know the fury of an unemployed man. Facing rejection after rejection, interview after interview. Imagine being told by some corporate drone that you are, in fact, too experienced for the job. Who dreams up this crap? You can't have a job because of what? You're too good. Does it make sense to any of you? No. See? Do you think those idiots take this notion to its logical end? I mean, nurse, I don't want my heart wall replacement performed by a doctor with too much experience. No. Give me that new guy. The one who can shave and mold and guarantee he won't run away in the middle of the frigid operation, huh? Jesus. Men are fragile inside. Women know this. The sorry truth about men. The better ones, though, find ways to allow men to express themselves and still be men about it. A blessed situation, especially when you find yourself unemployed, like me. The agony to my practice is nearly unbearable. Every 2 days, I have to call the woman I love and tell her, "No, honey, I haven't found a job yet." I dread these calls. Each one eats into my soul. I have to reinforce myself with drink just to hold back the floodgates of raw rage, seeking to burst forth and injure the first person it meets. Not in a physical way. No. But emotion. And it's emotions. It's a bitter enemy of all man that threatens to escape the meaning of manliness for work so hard to retain. I could never have this wonderful woman. I want her to be my wife, the mother of our future children. I love her like I love no other. Yet this This love affair feels like an anchor around my sunburned neck. It's humiliation of not finding a job. I find myself weak in front of a woman whom I must report failure every 2 days. No, honey, I haven't found a job yet. Jesus, what have I become? You know, what I totally hate about being unemployed is how everyone you know asks you the same question every single day. Did you get a job? Like, did you get a job? Did you get a job? It's a bloody hammer every time someone asks. They begin to look at you, finding that you must not be looking very hard look. Yeah, some patch on the back and tell you'll find one soon. And I wanted to be reminded that only a few paychecks from the poor houses and such. You know, the truth is, no one makes it on their own. No, don't believe this marketing or the melancholy. No. These dark days, the man will merge faith and fear into a single force of energy and accept the following. There is no perfect security. There is no perfect family. There is no perfect union. No. You know the truth. The ones who truly make it are the ones who believe they are not alone.
I Have a Needle, written by Mark Antony Rossi. Thank you very much. Okay, the next one is going to be Marina Huntrup. Do you need
Yes, I
both?
will.
Okay.
Just a second.
Yes, while we're on it, Alexei did talk to me before this monologue night, and he asked me, can I make a horrible crime and make this monologue for 5 minutes, not 4? Because I was shortening it and I couldn't shorten it more without killing the continuity. And now I understand what you mean, Alexei. Yes, you can. You could have. You should have. Yes, thank you. So, but anyhow, yes, monologues up to 4 minutes, as you remember, guys. And we're going to have this one monologue, and then we're going to take a break. And then we're going to come back to the second portion. And right now we are going to watch a monologue performed by Marina Hunter. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. By Marina Hunteruk, and it's called Made to Be Alone, written by Melissa Mary Watson. Please welcome.
Left. Shirtless pig? Left. Your face isn't in this pig? Left. Your name is Tulip? Left. No pics of you left, blue pig left. Cute. Why not? Right swipe. It's a match. Message? That was quick. Friends with benefits. Delete. I should just delete Tinder altogether. What a waste of time. Although, I do have a lot of time to kill right now. And still, my time is precious, even in quarantine. There seemed to be no hope now for me before the quarantine. I had almost given up. And yet there is still a small, tiny, minuscule sliver of hope somewhere deep, deep inside of me. And now it's all the more pressing. I'm stuck here alone, and how can I meet someone? People are dying, and I'm getting older every day. It's all just a reminder that I could die alone. I know it sounds dramatic, but just saying. Just a few weeks ago, I was talking to someone. You know, like pre-dating, and you know, someone I dated in the past. And he basically broke it off because I wasn't ready to see him in person. And he was in quarantine. And I'm like 100%. No, like 1000%. A million % quarantine. I'm not working, and I ordered grocery delivery. Well, technically I did visit my parents once, but they're working from home, and they just don't give a Anyway, the more time I spend alone, the more anxious I get about any chances I may take. And there were even a few days when I was anxious to go on walks with my dog because I read that you can track the virus into your home on your shoes. Thank God I was able to get my hands on some Lysol spray. And I put so much work into self-isolation and self-preservation. For what? Just to break it all for in-person date with someone who I really don't know if I can trust. Someone who is likely not to commit or follow through in the long run anyway. Dating is already a huge risk of lost time, hurt emotions, or in the least boredom and lost time. And now it's risking my health, my safety, my life. I know that I'm used to protecting my heart and keeping people at arm's length. And I do really well on my own, you know? And I kind of rock being alone. Okay, fine. I hate to admit it, but maybe I was made to be alone. You know? But you know what else? If there is a person who is perfect for me, and who truly rocks my world. And if he comes into my life, I will say yes. I will. And now I'm going to be ready. I'm going to stick to that little sliver of hope. And did you hear the universe? Here I am. And I'm ready.
Marina Hunter, Made to Be Alone, written by Melissa Mary Watson. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. That being said, we're at the equator of the monologues. I do suggest a short break of exactly 7.5 minutes to get some fresh air, check your telephones, have some water, check out the theater bar, and we'll be back here at 7:30. Thank you very much, everybody. Good. The professional actress, and if you remember, he said, I'm going to show you guys how it's going to be done. I'm going to do a monologue. Oh, no, not really. Oh, yes.
No, not today.
What are you going to do then?
Just a small speech.
Okay, to support the guys. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Olena.
Can I get here or should I go there?
As you feel like. Youssef can
I'm
carry you.
blocking you, so.
No?
I'll just turn around to see all of you. I know all of you are super nervous now, and I just wish you enjoy the process. And I hope all of you would leave this stage with the feeling that, oh gosh, I did everything what I could. And it's the best feeling you can achieve here. So again, wish you all good luck. Don't be shy, don't nervous, and let the strongest one win in this competition.
So, we are going to have Elizaveta Voitenko. Elizaveta, are you?
Yes.
Yes, do you need anything except your presence on stage?
No.
Alright, so Elizaveta Voitenko gonna bring her presence. She's gonna bring the monologue called Cat in the Box, written by Morey Norkin. Please welcome.
I don't trust you. I know my humans left you here for me, and I do trust them. Well, not completely. I mean, they're good enough, and I have pretty much managed to bend them to my will. Although they still do occasionally subject me to the torture of trimming my beautiful nails. Wait a minute. You can be a nail trimming station. And I would be trapped. You know, I haven't entered any cardboard box since my humans found me 10 years ago. And that's a record I would like to keep intact. I know it's unusual. Cats are supposed to find you irresistible. Is something wrong with me? Did I have some kind of early childhood trauma with one of your kind? No, I do have occasional nightmares about being confined in a dark place. I wonder. I do other normal cat stuff, like throwing up on the carpet, and I've got the "you never feed me" look down to perfection. You know, if you think about it, the throwing up doesn't really support the never feeding me concept. Are you even listening to me? What do I do with you? Just let you sit there and collect the dust until my humans decide to recycle you? Or maybe I could not bad. Not bad at all. Oh no, they're coming with the camera. If there's no proof, my record still holds.
Elizabeth Wojtenko, cat, and there is a cat.
No, I'm the cat.
Ah, okay. Elizabeth Wojtenko as the cat in the box, written by Morey Norkin. And Morey Norkin is the playwright from Japan. And it's so inspiring and right now I hope Morey is watching us because it's like already about 2 a.m. in Japan. So thank you for watching and not sleeping ever. Like we never sleep in Ukraine here, you know.
She
It's
says
always
well done.
Sure.
She says well done.
Well done. Wow, in Japanese? How do you say well done in Japanese? Morey? Anyhow, we'll get there. But it's really truly inspiring to get international playwrights there, bringing their perspective in the language which everybody speaks, which is English there. I hope one day it's going to be Ukrainian and the whole world will speak Ukrainian, but before we dominate the world, it's English. So anyhow, the next English monologue is gonna be brought to us, I don't know why it's written here like this, Vera Korolchenko. Okay, I believe it's Vero Streltsova, and she's gonna do Mindless monologue written by Pamela Kingsley.
I need 3 chairs. 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And whose people?
No.
No, let's do whose people. No, are you sure?
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, we need 3 chairs. What do we do? Let's make this, what do you call, executive decision. 3 chairs, please, on stage. Thank you. Oh, you see? Professionals. You can get mine, for sure.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. Yes. Want to get it? Yeah. Let's go out. Those people. Nice. Vera Korolchenko and 3 chairs. Mindless monologue. Please welcome.
Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Anywhere. Okay then. Sorry, I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time deciding. Normally I pick a couch, but now for some reason it seems too intimate for me. It sounds weird when I speak it loud. I mean a couch is much more relaxed than a chair. Lots of room on a couch. You can spread out on a couch. You can also spread out on a chair before the things get awkward. Well, I think if you choose a chair, you can keep a lot of distance between you and other people if you choose the chair and they are all on the couch. But on the other hand,
The couch is so cozy. Sorry, I'm rambling. I better pick a chair for it now. Why I'm here? Oh, well, I was referred to this office. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. It's my first time here. Well, yeah, I apologize a lot. It's habit. I guess it's became like a preemptive move. Just strike before someone else gets the chance. I say sorry and you became disarmed. Annoying. Oh shit. Sorry, I... Gish, it's just like hiccups. Once you can start it, you just can't stop until you hold the breath. Why am I here? Well, I'm here mostly because of the zombies and the rabbits. I just need to get out of the house. I just can't live with all these zombies and rumpus anymore. They're everywhere. You can't reason with them. You can't kill them. You can't befriend them. All I have to do is just to go asleep at night. It's exhausting. My flight plan? Well, I was going to build a panic room, but I'm claustrophobic and I wasn't sure how long I could last in one. But now I have to go back and an escape route. The location of which I'm not comfortable divulging at this time. The only thing I can divulge that it's underground. Took a lot of digging, can I tell you? Sorry? What do you mean, cave in? Why would it be a cave in? Buried alive? Me? Oh my god. What are you talking about? No. My heart's racing and I need a glass of water. Right? I take it. What'd you say? Rabbits? Oh, yeah, well, the rabbits. I don't know if you have ever been tracked by a Roomba, but it's very unsettling. I can tell you stories that would make your hair curl. The Roomba, I just couldn't shake it. It was uncycling around and around until I had to run into the panic room, into the closet. And then there was bam, 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 bam! And I'm claustrophobic, I told you. The problem is the rabbits are everywhere. No chance. No getting around it. Just disembodied voices that pipe up out of nowhere. Why am I here? I'm here because I need
Увага! Відбій повітряної тривоги. Увага! Відбій повітряної тривоги.
Why am I here? I thought you knew. I made an appointment. Isn't this where I interview the therapist position? It's a pity. Sorry. Sorry for this.
Well, that's the air alarm. Vero Streltsova, My Last, written by Pamela Kingsley. Thank you very, very much. And believe it or not, but Vera came specifically from Odessa to take part in the Monologues night. And that's very, very inspiring. Thank you very much for this. Which truly makes our Monologues night not only international one, but all Odessa one. Like that. And next, are you okay? Yes. So I'm going to be talking about this beautiful thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Normally, guys, and I love international playwrights. I love the perspective that they brought there. But honestly, and I do hope that this is streamed right now. We do hope that something of Ukrainian perspective comes into play as well. Because, for example, last time we gave them the topic 3 years, and guess why? Because, well, you know why. And they gave us the monologues about the divorce, which is beautiful monologue and everything. So anyhow, now the topic is borders. And these are great monologues and I love them so very much.
I'm sorry, where's the chair?
Don't take any. I don't know, dude. Well, that's why I'm talking, so you could find it. Yes. You're breaking my borders, by the way, right now. I don't know where your chair is. Go find it. Guys, the wooden chair.
You can use this one.
No, he needs the wooden one because it's very important.
No. At the side?
Check there.
No.
Let's cancel the whole thing. No chair, no acting. So while Sergey is looking for a chair, this is just the thing I wanted to say. And mostly this is for the guys who watch us stream, because you guys know it anyhow. But still, it's important to repeat this everywhere. There is a reason that I'm wearing this t-shirt, this hoodie right now. There is a reason that it says Crimea Global. And there is a reason that the topic of this monologue night is borders. And normally we as artists, we do hope that artistic message will somehow come through. But no, we're just gonna say it. Crimea is Ukraine. We want our land fully, completely. We're not gonna negotiate for our land, not a single inch for it. We want it all. And we want Russians to get out of completely of our land. Artistic message, not artistic message, they should get the fuck out of our land. And we're gonna do everything that we can to achieve this. Artistically, not artistically. That's why we have the Monologues night. Thank you. So, we're gonna have cheer. Wow. And Sergei Shapovalov, the chair, and the monologue called Chief, written by Robin Rice.
Oh, it's a beautiful morning today. So this morning we're gonna serve the net. This is something nobody knew anything about when I was 4 feet on the ground, FFOTG. But now it's an important part of my Girl of Devotion's life. Girl of Devotion, God for short, and I were perfect together when I was FFOTG. And we're still perfect now. I'm still silky, muscular, deep golden, and honestly the most handsome ever. And she's still cute, but in a different way. She used to be little and cute. Now she's old and wrinkly, but still little. She's the sweetest, smartest, and most lovable human ever. Nobody can come between us. She calls me Chief. In the AKC registry, I'm Chief Tony Chenango of Hillcrest. And I'm a golden retriever. But enough about AKC. Focus on the positive. God had a few dogs after me. The first was Leroy, the black and white mixed breed with basically one brain cell. Then there was 2 basset hounds who refused to get house trained and couldn't even get upstairs because their male paws were so huge and their legs so short. Also there was Pubia, a twitchy vixen who peed every time she was nervous, which was about every 10 minutes. And there was Robert. Robert was a really stubborn guy. Do you know why?
Why?
Because he's Springer Spaniel. None of them measured up to me. They're losers. So I'm looking over her shoulder as she surfs the internet. It's her morning routine, a click routine. She clicks her first email, opens it. There's some review on something she wrote. She smiles, and she clicks it on Twitter and posts it there. Oh, I'm sorry. She tweets it there. Then she clicks on Facebook. She writes a post, checking her messages, scrolling down and looking at what other people are up to. Facebook is a place where most of her friends live. Then she stumbles up on some video of 2 pit bulls chasing each other in circles. We laugh at that, that's so funny. But it's a strange thing. Facebook. It isn't a book. And it doesn't have face. It's so different from the library. We used to go to the library very often. She took me there. And it required a walk. A walk to the library. But the Facebook doesn't. So I prefer the library. One time, she found a sort of a library on her computer. It's like a bookshelf with books about dogs. Oh, I mean, book for dogs. There was, for example, how to give your human an illusion of being in charge. The joy of nocturnal barking. Effective begging. 100 ways to make your owner feel guilty. How to make theirs bad, yours bad. The art of silent fart. Squirrel watching without trembling. That's my favorite. Also something like 1,000 ways to get more treats. But these books are mostly dumb. If a dogs could read, they wouldn't be interested in them. Dumb books. Take me for example. I'm the perfect dog. I don't ever bark at night. I never fuck. Except if there's a stiff breeze and the goddess are fine with me. But she extends the same courtesy to me, because we're lady and gentleman. Also, I don't understand the thing about the bed. It's our bed! The only one that applies to me is squirrel watching. I'm a retriever, so small wild animals and boxers. Boxers. No. I didn't say that word. No boxers. So, small wild animals, alert instincts in me, and it takes a lot of willpower to not spring after them. But don't get me wrong, I like squirrels. I like all living creatures. I remember one time, I found a nest of tiny baby rabbits. I carefully took them one by one in my mouth and brought them back home, put them on a bed, and carefully guarded them for a whole day before God came back from school. Honestly, my girl devotion and I don't let other people know that we're smarter than pretty much all of them. So that they don't get annoyed, we play it down. But she's the best. She's the kind, beautiful, and wise. She's my everything. I remember that one time we went for a Go Avenue to get a newspaper on Sunday, and there was a boxer. A boxer across the street. Oh, chase it. I'm gonna get you, you bastard. Come here.
Okay. The chief monologue, written by Robin Rice, performed by Sergei Shapovalov. And Sergei is, by the way, the current actor of Theater of War Action, Театр Воєнних Дій, де на сцені виключно ветерани війни та чинні військовослужбовці. Сергій якраз ветеран. I don't know. Let's see. Christina Ignat, do you need the table?
No, I don't think so.
She doesn't need it. I translate to English. Okay, well, Christina Ignat, the only person who has her name written in Ukrainian, I believe it means something, here in the list. And she's gonna do the monologue Across the Mountain I Go, written by Ron Fromstein. Christina? Fromstein.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because we spoke with him.
Okay, so Christina Ignat gonna do the monologue by Ron Fromstein, Across the Mountain I Go. Please welcome.
I didn't plan on causing an international incident last week, I swear. I was hiking with my dog, Frankie, Eris River, on that hill near us.
Guilty.
Yes. Locals call it a mountain, but it's not. It's a large hill. And it's going normal. We're walking, we're stopping, drinking, walking more. But at the top, the crescent, Frankie sees this rabbit who may have wanted to cause an international incident. And so about this hill, on the near side, it is still our place, our country. But on the other, well, it's not. And there are signs as you go up and again at the top, and also it is known. Everyone knows. Everyone except this fucking rabbit. So when we get to the top, I drink and Frankie looks at me, then at the rabbit, then back at me like, well, it's been fun, but I have to go now. I'm defected, and starts off. And as I go, Frankie! And he turns, looks at me like, with, pity. Did you not hear what I said? And turns around and starts down the mountain after the rabbit. And I go after him, after Frankie. And a megaphone comes on like right away. Like while my foot is in the air to take the first step. The megaphone comes, and though it sounds like 100 megaphones coming from everywhere all at once. And someone said, "Please return from where you came! Stop running into our country!" Maybe they were a little less polite, but that is the gist. And as Frank is running down, another dog is running up. I don't know this dog's name, but there is a person behind her, running, shouting, looking at me like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this? I am not. I'm not doing anything. A rabbit was. Where is the rabbit? Where has this ensign and cousin rabbit gone?" And then I'm put in prison. And they say, "Please, tell us what you were doing entering our country." They didn't use these exact words. They are a little less polite, maybe. And I say, "I was chasing Frankie." Good. Yes. Frankie. Who's this? A dog. A dog? Yes. Frankie's a dog. Yes. You came into our country to chase a dog? Yes. And they talk amongst each other. Then no one comes for a day. Another still. And then they do come. They wake me, feed me, serve me drink, and let me out. And cameras are there. So many cameras and flashes, and there are protesters with signs, "Liberty! Freedom! Let the dog chaser free!" And another dog is there with its person, and Frankie's there too, looking like, "Hey, but before it's good, we're good." And another person with the dog shakes my hand, I shake theirs, and cameras go off, and we go back. We go back with the photographers and signs behind, we go back up the mountain. It feels like the mountain on the other side. And a megaphone said, "Maybe don't come back again." I got it, thanks. And as I near the top, the crescent, there is a roar from somewhere. On the other side, people are there. So many people. And they are saying things like, "Way to show them! Way to go! Way to fight!" And it was like, I say, "I was looking for Frankie." "For Frankie," they say. "For Frankie!" We go back. We go down, and the food is served, eaten, and the drinks are served drunk. Now we go for walks in town. Mostly.
Like that. Across the mountain I go. Ron
Fromstein.
Frankie's story. Thank you very, very much. Now it's very close to the borders topic, the way we see it. Let's see the next one. Love at the First Sight monologue, written by Rosanna McGlone, performed by Margaret Marianek. Margaret, do you need anything?
Yes, one table and one chair.
Let's get it out. One table, one chair. We have only one actually. All right. Here we go. One. Margaret and Mariana, Love at First Sight. Rosanna McGlone, the playwright. Please welcome.
Love at first sight. Doesn't exist, does it? I was 16 when I first laid eyes on you. And I've been thinking about you ever since. I'm not crying. My parents splitting on. Welcome to Holyhead. A blink of the eye, and we were the different dog. This time, Southampton. We stood on the deck, looking out at the sea of humanity. Cameras clicking. Streamers were thrown. Lots yelling and crying and loud laughter. You know, the thought that hides the pain. I stayed on the deck until land had disappeared. And I understand that you were finally gone. We were traveling towards God's own country and a new life filled with colored milk, with kangaroos and other exotic delights. I met with man, great. He was good man, of course, good man. I'm not joking. He held me and I breathed him in. He was dreaming about house, about garden for kids. We were dreaming about kids. We're talking about everything, nearly anything. But he's died. I can't say a car crash, it doesn't matter. All that matters that he's died. And suddenly it came out nowhere. My secret. It was you. Every week I wrote you long rambling letters. And recently you wrote to me
Can we meet? It's panic. I felt scared. I felt stress. How can I die? How can I dare with you? And now it's the airport. I scan crowd. And I saw you. You look different. Now I hear your voice. And you called me Mom. You called me Mom. And I'm happy.
Written again. Love at first sight. Written by Rosanna McGlone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very unusual love at first sight. That's it. Next we're gonna have Katerina. So Katerina, do you need any?
No.
All right. Okay. Like I told you guys, how amazed we always are by the variety of how monologues can be performed. It's always like one person, but the ways that it can be done are so different. Which brings me to this thing. Tomorrow we're going to continue with our Solo Play Day Festival, and that's a monodrama festival dedicated to different ways monologue can be performed, and we're gonna start with Monologues Workshop tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, and everybody's welcome there. It's basically, we don't know what to teach you after what you did today, but we're gonna be exploring the basic principles that are applied to each and any monologue, and how to make them successful, and how to make them not successful, and so on and so forth, and how to fool around with monologue, how to take the space, and so on and so forth. So tomorrow at 11 we are going to continue with Monologues Workshop. Everybody's welcome there. And before we go there, we have Katerina Krasovska, Boundary Breaking Monologue, written by Sharon Goldner. Please welcome.
Wow. My mom didn't want ordinary children. She wanted prodigies at any cost. And sometimes at any cost means that someone else have to pay this price. So my story goes, when I was 18 months old, she stuck a pen and paper in front of me, and I scribbled meaningless bunch of lines, and that was the moment she declared I have to be an artist. Yes, you know, when I was 7, I took oil painting art lessons with my neighbor lady, Mrs. Loferman. But after a few years, she just sold her house and moved away. Of course, sometimes this happens. And I turned 11, and my mom was panicked. Who was going to teach the prodigy art? Of course. And after that, she overhead in the dotted line. The ladies, they were talking about these professional artists. Willie. Willie, he gave every Wednesday art lessons for adults. So my mom convinced him to accept me, the only child in a
adults class, art class, of course. Of course, adults didn't want me there, yes, because I'm a child, and this is adult art class. They liked adult grown-up talks. So she told him, put her in the corner, they'll forget you there. Yes. These adults, they didn't come until 8, and my mother, she dropped off me at 7, while Billy and his wife, they were having dinner. The onions, they were always involved in this fucking dinner. You know, I just go through the doors and the air was bequeathed with these onions. Yes. The basement, it stood when the easels stood like tombstones. You know, the easel only gains a soul when a completed painting sits upon it. Yes, I really liked squeezing up colors on the Pali best. They had such stunning names and such potential that I even can't describe how amazing it is. And so that was my every Wednesday evening art lesson during my 11th year of life. The Willy, he were going through our easels, offering thoughts or brush strokes, and it was nice. Yes, it was nice. And then I turned 12. It started with a hug. You know, at first it was innocuous. No, it was weird, kind of gross. I smelled onions slipping out of his pores. Then the hugs became different, inescapable. He locked me in the hugs, and then he touched me over my shirt, then under the shirt. I was so down flat-chested. What was he looking for? My breast potential? I don't understand. Then that wasn't how I pictured my first time. Then if the feeling up soon led to him grinding on me over the clothes, but still you would be amazed at what can be felt over one clothes. Thrusting, why can't any one of adults come and witness this? Would they see me, or would they just go to their palace? And would they squeeze, I don't know, this merry-go-round of colors in black and white, which every good artist knows are not colors at all? I shouted him to stop, but he don't even listen to me. He progressed doing everything like nothing but happened, and I don't understand how people can do that. And for me, I think this is about big misunderstanding how my mother wanted to live vicariously. I think vicariously had to be outlawed. Then I turned 14 and moment of bravery. I tell my mom and she said, that's nice. She pulled out her accurate voice she only used when she was irritated, and I think this was a moment of huge disbelief for me, because in her world nothing bad happened, because then she had to remove herself and be real with it. And you might say that was a moment to tell her the truth, and it was a litmus test to tell her how much each oil painting really costs, but I was afraid and it was never mentioned again. And grown up now, adult. I don't paint anymore. The smell of these oil paintings, it makes me too sad, and
Katerina Krasovska, Boundary Breaking, written by Sharon Goldner. Thank you. Yeah, and we're proud to have Katerina on board with us because she did join the new project. And it's something new with ProEnglish, but we have lots of really cool new projects called Kafka Project. And we're not talking about Brefnevy Kafka, we're talking about Kafka the writer. And it's really cool to have the new performance, talking about important topic, which I'm not going to reveal, but this is the new project done by Vero Streltsova. It tells a lot. Okay, and Katerina's in. So, moving on. Oh, we have Kira Podolska. And she's going to bring to us a table, a chair, or just yourself? Okay, so Kira Podolska is going to bring to us the monologue In Defense of the Fence, written by Tony Valet. Please welcome.
Have you ever heard the local press about the dispute that's going on between neighbors at number 23 and 25 Acacia Avenue of this parish? I'm the center of it. Quite literally, because I'm the 6 feet tall panel fence that separates two properties. And whether I stay in the position or not is a bone of contention. People say that fences like me have made people talk and met each other less. Actually, I agree with that idea, but I want to explain my thoughts about it. I wasn't always that high. In previous fencing life, I was 3 foot tall. The reduced height had advantages and disadvantages. Everything was okay when the older resident and number 23 had a small golden retriever. He wasn't that far from the ground and could not step over me. But when he got older, he passed away. Only to be replaced by Rex, a massive German Shepherd. This 3 foot fence was nothing to him. He merely had to step over it, and every time 25's number cat appeared, that's actually what he did, but about 40 miles per hour. Needless to say, it caused tension on both sides. The solution was obvious. The barrier betwixt cat and the dog had to be taller. That's when I rise! I'm sorry. Ironically, the problem was solved only a few months later when the cat finally lost his 9th life and gathered a big box in the sky. The older resident, number 23, decided that their dog too much to handle and gave it to the family member on the other side of the town. Peace was restored. So much that the resident number 23 wanted to get back to the days when the short fence allowed both neighbors to converse, face to face, but not only with the sounds or the cracks on the panels. Couple's belief was that the high fence was a decline of a neighborly conflict. People living next door just hardly saw each other. Small disagreement became to grow into big arguments. And in this stressful time, I was playing so much. First one, that I was making too much noise when the kid kicked the football against me. Well, you try to stay quiet when this ball hits your wooden boards or whatever. Second one, did I make fire? Well, everything was okay until this something like barbecue. Please don't hurt me, and my dry wooden panels, of course, caught fire. Thankfully, the fire service came quickly and only one part of me burned. So, yeah, thank God. Because I was in a second total destroy. So this is my defense. The judge will decide whether I stay on my position or no. But I hope his last words won't be, take him down.
Yehor Vasylchenko, In Defense of the Fence, written by Tony Valet, a British playwright. Thank you very, very much. Do you need
I don't need anything.
All right,
Just
good.
socks.
Oh, socks? Oh, okay, really cool. So, yeah, talking about Kira again. So why do I? Yes, yeah. Because that's very aspiring that not only she is already an actress, this Podolska one, who is in the films and series and is ProEnglish theater performances, but she continues studies. So she never stops. That's really, really cool. And tomorrow, as a part of Solo Play Day Fest, she's gonna be in the performance called Before It Fades, which is the second show of tomorrow's program. And at 2 p.m., Kira, together with her colleagues, the aspiring students, gonna present Before It Fades for monologue performances directed by Annabelle Ramirez, who's somewhere there, and who's also very cool. Yes. And right now, we're going to watch Veronika Onishchuk, the monologue Borders with an A, written by Will Walker Montgomerie. One person.
You know, everyone's been talking about borders lately, yeah? And yeah, it's on the news. It's in the politics. It's all over social media. And let me tell you, as someone who's been dealing with borders for years, I completely understand the struggle. Because people say we need stronger borders. And I mean, yes, because once you open your doors to your borders, life changes. You think it's going to be simple. Just a room, a rent payment, and a friendly good morning. But the next thing you know, your living room smells like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different time zones. And your Wi-Fi thinks it's on the world tour. And you know what's funny? Funny is that I only rent out 2 rooms in my flat. Just 2 rooms. And somehow I've had people from everywhere. Like students, travelers, artists, and philosophers who pay you in deep thoughts instead of real money. And one day I found my Finnish border fermenting sourdough in my bath tube. Can you imagine? I just came and said, Wow, that's lovely. Do you need a towel for your yeast? Look, I try to be welcoming, really. People say we should open our hearts, open our homes, and I really do. But open arms come with open schedules, open kitchens, and occasionally open shampoo bottles that weren't originally yours. I once asked one of my boarders, please, don't leave dishes in the sink, okay? And they said, of course, I'll just stack them neatly on the stove instead. Bravo! Progress. Tiny progress. And one day, I just asked my boarders, please, after 11 p.m., no loud activity. And guess what? They held a silent disco. Just no music, stomping, whispering, and one woman even loudly mouthing, "You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. It was somehow even more distracting than the actual party. At one point, I even decided that I needed to draw a line of tape. Like, my side, and their side. My side, clean, calm, and civilized. But over time, the tape faded. And so did my need to keep things separate. So now we just navigate around each other like peaceful nations living on a very small continent. Yeah, good. And yet, despite all the headaches, I get sentimental sometimes. Yeah. I look at my little rented out empire and think, this is what humanity is all about, isn't it? Like, people from everywhere trying to live together, sharing stories, stealing my cutlery. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? I once came home and found all my boarders sitting on the floor around half-eaten pizza, laughing, and apparently teaching each other curse words in their native languages. So when someone tried to say something obscene, someone else corrected them immediately, and then they'd all burst into laughter. Because nothing brings people together quite like the shared joy of swearing incorrectly. And at that moment, I realized, that's it. That's the magic. Because humor doesn't care about borders. And neither, it seems, do borders care about borders. But you know what? Somewhere along the way, I realized that despite all the chaos, all the laundry mountains, the battle for the kettle, the fridge diplomacy, it's kind of wonderful. Because every time someone new moves in, I get a new cuisine, a new playlist, and a new phrase in language I'll never pronounce correctly. And of course, when a boarder moves out, it's emotional for me. They take their suitcase, a little piece of my heart, and usually one of my forks. But it's not loss, no. It's just cultural exchange. And you know what's funny? People keep talking about borders, that we should respect each other's borders. And I mean, yeah, I agree. But at the same time, we should respect our borders. Because they're the ones who teach you patience, patience and patience, perspective, and 27 ways to cook an egg. Yeah. And, you know, I said to my friend that, my friend asked me a few days ago that you do realize that the monologue theme is borders, not borders. I said, what? And he said, borders, like between countries. Ah, that was my reaction. Ah. Well, it explains why everyone looked so concerned. Yeah. But you know what? Borders. Borders with an A. They basically work the same way, right? Because you try to build walls, protect yourself from people, but they still find their way in anyway. And somehow your life's richer because of it. So, in conclusion, whether we are talking about borders between countries or just the space between my kitchen and my sanity, please respect your borders. They are people too. Even if they keep using your nice towels for their creative expression. Thank you.
Veronica Ownership, Borders with an A. Will Walker Montgomerie. Thank you very much. And with this, we conclude Monologues Night. Thank you very much. Good night and good night, everybody. Thank you to the playwrights. Thank you to the actors. Thank you to the audience. If there is audience except actors, yes. Thank you to the audience. Thank you to the respectable jury. You think that's it? No, that's not. That's just the beginning. Only now we are going to see who is the best of the best, the bestest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, number 16, and so on and so forth. Anyhow, this is how we're gonna do. You guys, those guys who are actors and the audience, you stay in the room. You have very important thing to do. You watch some very important video, yes? And you choose the audience's favorite. How you gonna do it, we don't know. But we do know.
We know.
Anyhow, Vero will take you through this wonderful process. It's 15-minute thing, and during this 15 minutes, me and the jury will go to a very secret room and we'll sit there in silence. And then we'll come back with something. Yes? Shall we?
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Maybe they will not come back.
On
We'll
your
see.
way to the secret room, can you turn on the...
I will. Yes, 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 yes.
And open the door.
Okay, yes, yes. Shall we?
So we can...
Okay, let's go. Thank you, guys. That's been wonderful. Thanks for the result. We're coming back. Oh,
Wait for the video. Yeah, of course, but Annabelle should maybe say something.
Have a break because I think everybody needs a break.
Okay.
I'm holding on. We're holding on. Yes, we're ready. Okay, yes. So, before we start, like, Alla Samoylenko, she had to leave due to the thing, but this is what she says. She really liked it, and she's been our juror for the 3 monologues night already. This is the 3rd one, and she said, in general, that was the strongest that she's seen. I'm like, whoa. So in general, the level is much higher right now. That's and then she said she had several discoveries for herself, and she wants to rewatch the complete video. That's this, and she gave a couple personal likes, which I'm not gonna disclose only to those people. So that's
Write them like in a personal message.
we're gonna talk. Anyhow, so cool. That was nice. And together with Olena and together with Youssef, we're gonna announce the not so unanimous. We had a lot of fights, but the decision.
That is not true.
It is not true, of course. Yes. So, number 3, with 132 points on her list is Daryna Puzyrina, Pity and the Sorrow Monologue by Lily Miller. And Daryna Puzyrina gets number 3, and we'll say about it. And wait, stay there. Looks, yes. Because number 3, it's a very tricky number, because who would think that 132 points can go to 2 people? So number 3 is a draw, and also it goes to Alexei Pavlenko. You get this one, and hold it so it looks like McDonald's, because, no, hold it so it looks like McDonald's.
Alex drove it.
No, actually it was Youssef who drew it, so we're gonna give you a double menu, cheeseburger menu. No, we're not gonna. But who would think that this mysterious number, 132, everybody gets it, guys. No, it's actually, honestly, we didn't cheat. It's like the numbers that was the result of unanimous decision by the jury. And 132 points, the 3rd place, also goes to Veronika Onishchuk, Borders with an A.
So many.
Okay, 3 people is number 3, that's kind of logical. Yes.
3 happy meals.
Yes, so, and these people this is actually the certificate. Because it's very unique. You cannot copy it, right? It's very unique.
It's impossible to
You can copy it only if you have a cam, but...
Yes, of course. So it's 3rd place, 3 people, and with this certificate you get a free workshop with ProEnglish Drama School during 3 months. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It can be within 3 months. You can take anything. And it can be film acting workshop with Olena, which she does. It can be like Monologues Workshop and stuff that I do, something with physical with Veronika, something with Annabelle, like any workshop that we do within 3 months, you get free entrance, which is like the equivalent of 800 hryvnias, na sekundочку. So congratulations! Hey, thank you very much. Guys, thank you. Let's have the whole list. So, number 2, how many people do you think?
1.
8.
Nobody. Okay. No, we actually have 1 person there, which is very surprising. 136 points. And who is? Okay. So this one goes to Kira Podolska. In Yes. That's number 3. No, that's number 2. Do the movement like how you like. Okay. Podolska. Yes, very physical, very cool movement. What do you think yourself? What do you say? Speech.
Wow.
Speech. Okay, good speech. Very good speech. Yes, and for this, wow, since you're so eloquent, if I may use this word, which you don't know, anyhow. So you're getting a headshot photo set, free one, with ProEnglish Theatre at our premises with a professional photographer, maybe even Anton. We'll think about it, maybe even Nasty, we'll see. And then, not only are you getting this, for headshots, we also post it at English-speaking actors in Ukraine database, which is the database free for access for casting directors, and this is the database which Christopher Nolan once was looking for actors for, and that's a true story. By the way. So she's gonna be there. Right? Who is that Christopher Nolan? Nobody. But he was looking there. No, that's a true story, guys. I can tell it after this. So, number 1. Very, very nervous. Did I? So do we have number 1?
No. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Oh! Okay. Yeah, so guys, number 1, we actually wanted to give it to me, of course, but no. We're gonna give it, with 139 points, we're gonna give it to Antonina Tsurikova! So, now the team! Yes! Of course. Thank you very much. Very surprising. So many characters in one, and so much food, and you know, and the lights, and poof, and the pause there. Oh, you know, that was just yes. What do you think?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
We're very eloquent, you know this word. So Antonina gets the first prize. Is very surprising because all the prizes today are not physical. Well, this is physical, but still. You exchange it for.
I draw it in case if you don't.
Yes, he did. Anyhow, so she is going to get her monologue refilmed professionally here in this premises. Quite quickly we have to do it because on the 8th of December the video of this monologue is gonna take part in international competition of monologues in Italy. Unfortunately, we cannot send you there in person, but there is the monologue competition with Matteo Laporta, a good friend of us and a member of West. Veronica knows the guy already. And in Italy, he's gonna hold a monologues competition. He specifically was asking for the monologue from Ukrainian English, and we told him, we're gonna give you the winner. He's like, oh, конечно, he said, and we're gonna give him you, and you him, and so on and so forth. Congratulations, you're gonna represent Ukraine. And now let's see, now surprise us, because we have no idea who the audience favorite is. Let's see! Ta-dam, ta-dam.
It's me!
Yes,
No.
finally. Finally we win.
Yeah. No, actually, it's interesting because the person who got the audience award is also standing already on the stage.
Youssef, congratulations.
And I guess the jury and the audience agree that the best was Antonina Tsurikova!
And you got a smiley, see?
Yes.
And that's the only one that's beautiful because Olena drew it. Yes. So, the audience favorite award is, what is it? Aperol Spritz? No, that's different. No, wait. It's afterwards. Aperol is fine. Yes. So, you're gonna get a free session/consultation on English for actors, which is a professional language for actors, how to talk on the set, how to talk with a foreign director, and it's gonna be done by Vero Streltsova, who can totally do it. Yes. So as you see, guys, all of that we do is to finally get you out of this basement, of your university studies, of your things, and get you back to the job where you're supposed to be. Acting in English, giving you jobs, working with Christopher Nolan, so on and so forth, because we believe that Ukraine and Ukrainian actors are very worth it. Thank you. Yes, guys. And the last but not the least is the group thing with everybody, because I believe everybody is a winner. There is not like one place, and the audience award. It's like something else. Yes, or second or third, like everybody is a winner because you guys learning monologues in English, having the courage to get on stage, doing this in front of the audience, failing, succeeding, getting us to laugh, getting us to, you know, make a pause and stop breathing and breathing with you. That's the great thing. So thank you everybody for taking part. You all are winners. And since we're very cool and nice, and since we like you guys not to sleep, it's already like 9 something already. Tomorrow at 11 we have the Monologues Workshop. So this one will give free entrance to anyone who is brave enough to wake up and come tomorrow at 11 here, to everybody. And I'm gonna be conducting this, and we're gonna be working with a great monologue by William Sir Shakespeare, maybe. We'll see. So that's a free entrance to any one of you guys who want. And Solo Play Day continues. Please attend. Stay solo, stay together. Sounds like this. Thank you very much!